Good morning, guys. I say, realizing that it's just barely morning at this point. It's about 11:30 in the morning. Last night was one of the most rough nights that I've ever had. Yesterday, pretty much the entire day, I had a headache. You know, just a little bit of a headache. So I took some ibuprofen, I took some Tylenol, just back and forth. Couldn't seem to knock it out. And so last night when Christina went to bed, after the vlog went up and everything, I was sitting here with Ellis trying to get him to go to sleep. As I mentioned last night, Christina wasn't feeling particularly well, so she just headed off to bed. Normally she sticks around and helps get Ellis into bed because, you know, broken foot and whatnot. But last night she was just feeling so bad, she went on to bed, and somewhere along the line between her going to bed and me taking Ellis upstairs to bed, my head just started pounding worse and worse and worse. So much so that I finally took a pain pill. Like, we keep pain pills around, just a few, because of things like my broken foot, and Christina's had things in the past, and I've had kidney stones. So I took a pain pill and I went to bed, and it was just miserable the entire night. It was honestly the worst migraine I've ever had. And finally it got to the point about 5:30 in the morning, Ellis started stirring. He had moved around and lost his pacifier, so I went in there to take care of it, and I couldn't see straight. I couldn't function, so I came downstairs to deal with the dog because, you know, when the dog hears you moving around, she wants to get up and start doing stuff too. And finally ended up having to wake Christina up and say, do you have any migraine medication? Because I know she normally has Imitrex laying around. Luckily she did have some. She gave me one, and I was blinded. I was terrible shape. It is now 11:30 in the morning and I am roughly okay. The pain is gone. I'm still kind of loopy from the medicine because I think it lasts 6 to 8 hours, something like that. So I think I'm right on the edge of it not having any impact anymore, which is okay. It's just been a really weird morning, we'll put it that way. But one way or the other, I can actually see straight now. I can function. I'm showered and I'm shaved and I'm ready to start the day. I have a lot of video stuff that I need to work on. I actually ended up skipping out of my morning meeting this morning just because I was so out of it. After I took that migraine pill, I sat down here on the couch and I was, you know, having my breakfast and everything, and I kind of leaned over, and then I looked and it was like an hour later. I was already feeling quite a bit better from that, but, you know, it was kind of scary that I lost an hour just by like leaning over and passing out. Anyway, enough about that. Time to actually get some work done before grabbing some lunch. I tell you what, guys, I'm about to give up. I'm about to just be done. I've only filmed a couple of minutes of vlog today, so I haven't really told you everything that's been going on. The Geek Fuel box showed up today, so I went ahead and unboxed that on camera. For whatever reason, presumably because the card filled up, the main camera over here stopped recording after 9 seconds. And because I'm so out of it because of the migraine stuff, I didn't notice. So I filmed like 8 minutes of video just using the overhead camera. Good stuff, good stuff. So then it's a little while later, you know, I went out and got Duncan off the bus and got the Geek Fuel video posted, and I'm like, well, I need to go ahead and make this one video before we go on vacation. The video about the MyFold, the car seat adapter booster thing. Super duper cool little thing, gonna be really useful for the trip, I think, and I wanted to make sure to get a quick video about it. And apparently I completely forgot to turn the overhead microphone on. So I have all this main camera footage, 7 minutes worth of footage, that has no audio with it. Awesome. Means that this video is also going to be using some overhead camera microphone, which is not very good. Super tempted to start using a mic that doesn't require a battery, that I can just plug into the overhead camera, just a second backup, halfway decent mic. I'll have to look into that because so often I make the silly mistake of not turning on the overhead mic, or the battery will die in it or something. Plus I just need to be more cognizant of the technology when I'm using it to make sure it's still recording, to make sure it has the microphone levels and everything. Anyway, I am wasting time. It's already 4 o'clock and I've got to go with Duncan to get Ellis because Duncan has a baseball game at 5:30 tonight. And if they win, they have another one at 8 o'clock tonight. Super smart. Anyway. And we're out here for another baseball game. This is the last, 2 games of the tournament. If Duncan's team wins this one, they play one more time. Ooh, good hit. They play one more time tonight, and then it's over. Aw, that was close. Yay, Duncan's batting.
Go, Duncan.
There you go. Go, Duncan, go. Oh, no.
Oh, no, he's going to get out.
Uh-oh, he didn't have it. He didn't have it. Woo! This is very much a back and forth game so far. Whoa! He just chucked his bat. He thought he got it. But it's 8 to 10 now, so our team's 10. Gotta be careful not to chuck the bat. There you go. Go, Duncan, go! Dead ball. You got it. That's a base. I missed it, but they just won the game 14 to 15. Amazing. Which means they gotta play at 8 o'clock tonight, so that's gonna be out. Awesome job, guys. And here we go. It is the last game of the little tournament. Duncan's team versus the other team. Unfortunately, the other team just played, so they're going to be exhausted. let's see how it goes. Well, Ellis is just having a big old time, though. He's having all the fun. It's been a pretty good inning so far, though.
So far.
At the bottom of the first, it's 3-2. Oh, it's coming in kind of high.
Keep your head on it, Nick. Good swing, buddy.
It was a very rough last inning, but it's now 3-8. We can do it. They can do it, guys. Well, they tried super hard. Unfortunately, they didn't make it this time. But they're still getting second place trophies. They tried super hard. And skipping right ahead, we've made it home. Definitely kind of stinks to make it that far in the baseball season and then come up second place, but as we explained to Duncan, it's better to have had the opportunity and to have done as well as his team did than to not have had the chance or to have immediately just gotten knocked out of the tournament. Their team did so well. 9 games won, 2 games lost the entire season. Could not have asked for much more than that. So it's just a little bit of a bummer, and he's a little upset about it, but he will survive. We will all survive. Ellis gave up on us in the car. He is completely zonked out in the floor. So I'm going to go ahead and get him changed into his jammies and get him into bed. So you can probably hear in the background, Duncan's getting ready to hop in the bathtub himself. So that is probably where I'll go ahead and wrap things up for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed a little bit of the baseball footage, even though, again, it did not end on a high note. And hopefully you guys had a wonderful day. And we will see you again tomorrow.